YouTube, today we will be reacting to the TikTokification of Asian food.
Morning, welcome back, you person with a mouth. Did
I have
you
a
eat
mouth.
today? We might be a couple
about to
months
eat.
off, but happy anniversary to that bubble tea episode on Dragon's Den. When these two Quebecois Canadiens said, "We saw Asian bubble tea and made new and improved non-ethnic bubble tea."
Oh God,
was never
not
quite sure about
that.
its contents. Give me money.
It's not an ethnical product anymore, not with the popping bobas. So we took the version, the Asian version, and we made it with the fruit, with
Brother, it's just bubbles and tea. I'm sure there's more ingredients in a fast food burger we should be more afraid of.
Right?
As we've seen, introducing a new audience to another culture's food by repackaging it into a more approachable form doesn't always work out without a certain amount of tact. Being able to read the room and the vibes is just as important as being able to read a book, and the kids and the Leah Michelles of the world are struggling to do even that. I think it's good getting to experience things from other cultures other than your own, cause sharing is caring.
Hell
Makes
yeah.
life a lot more interesting. You know, North America is considered the melting pot of countries. I try some of your stuff, you try some of mine. Everyone's John Cena speaking Chinese.
Hell yeah.
现在我有冰淇淋。
I didn't see John Cena. All I saw was a floating ice cream cone.
And now that we can share every single one of our experiences with strangers online, it's pretty cool seeing people discover foods I've been eating since I was a child. Ever heard of congee? Brothy
Yes.
rice. No, it's actually called oatmeal rice. Okay, can you shut your mouth just for a second?
闭嘴，闭嘴。
Common sense isn't so common anymore. It's like trusting someone called the Hamburglar to keep your money safe because he's got a great vibe and makes you laugh. Well, have fun getting bamboozled and dealing with the consequences of your own actions as you stand there speechless thinking, who could have seen this coming? We
But
don't
he's
ask
so
just
cute.
anyone. The foods you've been eating since the day you were born
Okay.
suddenly become the next trendiest thing. Cause popular influencer with a big following tried it and said it was so good, you guys. Or maybe a celebrity mentioned trying it once during an interview. When
Oh no, they're gonna ruin my mac and cheese forever. No. I can't relate. I just eat shitty American food.
this gets set into motion, all you gotta do is flip a coin. Heads, people start eating more of this food without a second thought, like sushi or K-barbecue. Hashtag in my East Asian era. Tails, on the other hand,
Oh God. I've seen some pretty bad bastardizations of sushi though.
oh boy. You're about to witness this everyday staple go through its inevitable rebrand into a more aesthetically pleasing, inoffensive food item with a cute new pet name. Mexican bean salad, anyone? This salad that has existed in South America and is older than Jesus himself. What kind of Kris Kardashian facelift did they get to still look this good? Mesoamericans are believed to have begun domesticating and cultivating beans sometime around 8,000 years ago, and they
I know what he means, but hearing someone say domesticated beans is just giving like, we domesticated foxes, we domesticated beans. It just sounds funny. Like, damn, don't want those feral beans.
were integral to the diets of civilizations like the Olmec and the Maya, and they were often
The lifeblood
prepared in
of
simple
us all.
mixtures combined with maize, chili peppers, and other local ingredients. Or as some call it, cowboy caviar. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Cowboy caviar is a bean salad consisting of black-eyed peas lightly pickled in a vinaigrette-style dressing. It's popular as a dip for nachos or other corn chips. A party staple in Texas, where the dish originated from, hence its alternative name, Texas caviar. It's basically a spruced-up version of Mexican bean salad. The name is supposed to be ironic, like it kinda looks like caviar, if you squint, and have 0 to 1 eyeballs. But you know what? Sure. There's no restrictions on who's allowed to eat beans. Just, can someone crack open a window at some point during tonight's dinner party? You guys familiar with
That's not like a TikTokification though. That's been around for like a long time.
conchas? The classic bakery staple from Mexico that basically looks like if a seashell was reborn into a delicious, sweet, crumbly bread. There's a
those
lot
look
of debate
good.
about where they actually came from. Some say it came from European conquerors. Others say 17th century French pastry chefs experimented with their brioche recipes with indigenous ingredients. Some believe conchas can be traced back as far as 800 BCE. But whoever thought of them first, it definitely wasn't one of these seashell donut shops.
OMG, they have seashell donuts?
This is gonna be great with Starbucks.
Hola, amigo. I'll take a dozen seashell donuts, spa water, and some flat tacos. Hashtag Mexican core. Hashtag mommy be careful. So the newest, trendiest food item I've been seeing people make on my timeline is brothy rice. A rice cooked in broth with an exceptional amount of liquid in order to give it a loose, spoonable texture, somewhere
Right.
between steamed rice and soup. Ooh, people discovered a new food combination and are so excited to share it with everyone as they recreate the viral brothy rice packed with protein.
Welcome back to Comfort Foods.
Oh, fuck no,
For
yeah.
Episode 4, it had to be the viral brothy rice. I love these.
You guys went wild for my viral detox brothy rice, and this is another variation of that
God, and can we talk about fucking detox culture? Ugh!
recipe.
I guess trying the viral brothy rice sounds a lot cuter than trying the viral Asian kanji. I'm so nervous, you guys. The name, the influencer accent, treating as if this was something discovered yesterday, had people in the comment section scratching their heads. Brothy rice? Bruh, it's just a soupy wet viand and rice in the Philippines. It's not something new. I almost blew an aneurysm every time I hear the term brothy rice.
Brothy
Can you do a
rice just
video
sounds
on
awful.
Tomato saucy noodles? It's literally tomato sauce poured over pasta noodles.
So I've just heard about this brothy rice. It's a trend.
Milan Man!
It-
Hot sexy Milan Man!
People are combining broth and rice, and now they're calling it brothy. What the actual? Or they're using like leftover liquids from their chicken and broccoli and then pouring it over and be like, what is this stupid sh-?
Please don't use brothy rice because that makes so many Asian people see the names of their cultural dishes erased.
And plus, like, it just sounds ass. Like, brothy rice? No one wants to eat that. Does not sound appetizing.
Well, this viral dish they're making isn't even remotely similar to Asian soups with rice or any other soup rice combinations from other cultures. Arroz caldoso de pollo, sinigang and rice, curry and rice, the leftover soup from your shin ramyeon you slurp up with rice. Brothy rice is basically some kind of chicken broth on top of a bed of rice, with a few side items to add that Asian flair.
Soups to help you live to 100. Today we're making the viral brothy rice, a centuries-old restorative soup with roots in both Chinese and Spanish kitchens.
Kinda looks like they regurgitated all the Asian words they learned from 3 days of Duolingo into a bowl. This food is very 谢谢我爱你 한국 사람이에요 신해. Why would I want to live to 100 in this crazy world? Yeah, mixing broth and rice definitely
so
isn't
fair.
a new trend that came about because of TikTok. So many cultures have been eating rice for almost every meal. It's basically their version of bread. Maybe. Boiled potatoes? I don't know. Normally you wouldn't say I'm eating such and such with rice or yummy saucy soy sauce chickeny rice. You just say, yeah, I'm eating insert dish here, and you just automatically assume rice is the plus one that's always invited to the function. It'll usually be something that's heavily seasoned with strong flavors. Rice acts like a sort of buffer so you don't overwhelm your taste buds.
Bro, you know what's killing me about brothy rice being a trendy recipe? It's not even a recipe. Like, it's literally confusing and hurting my brain thinking of the concept of cooking brothy rice for dinner. Like, that's what you're cooking for dinner. It's literally just, what dish are you having? And rice. Every culture knows this. I don't know, for Filipinos, we're having sinigang and rice. You know what I'm saying? We're having kare-kare and rice. We're having dinuguan and rice. Like, the dish you're cooking just happens to have broth in it, but you don't call the whole dish brothy rice.
Well, this
Think about it
sounds
way.
awful.
Like, imagine having pot roast and mashed potatoes and just coming up with a whole arbitrary ass name for having mashed potatoes and pot roast together.
A battle between brothy rice and dishes that have existed for centuries
If we just start calling things like brothy beef.
is like a fight between two different weight classes. You know what? They can have the name brothy rice. Sure, whatever you want. Aw, bless your heart. Some people compare it to congee, which is a thicker rice porridge type of texture. There's also a Filipino dish called arroz caldo, which is similar. How's my Filipinos accent?
I haven't been to the Philippines, but I grew up with a lot of Filipinos.
Fun fact, congee originated as a poor man's or famine food, born out of necessity to feed as many as possible using the least
Bro, I came from one of those areas of like, imagine saying that out loud and being serious about it. That's just like me being like, I'm not Mexican, but I grew up with a lot of Mexicans, so I know what I'm talking about.
amount of rice. Even now, any leftover soup or saucy dish you can mix with a bowl of rice is someone's struggle meal for the day. It's interesting how inexpensive foods Asian people eat all the time is whatever, but it's suddenly so good after being rebranded into viral brothy detox rice. What is this sentence? Anyways,
I
congee is
hate the
great,
detox stuff.
especially with a good century egg, which I've seen people try for the first time during their weird food taste test and then proceed to start gagging. As someone who enjoys the taste of century eggs, even I wouldn't be able to eat one whole like this. But you want to know what I would eat? Hard-boiled eggs in a soy sauce bath.
Egg number 1 into the shoyu bath. Number 2 in the shoyu bath.
At least she says show you?
Right. I also like putting
Maybe?
my foods in liquid baths, my cereal in a milky bath, my granola in a yogurty bath, and my sourdough in a toaster bath. It's not like these are just soy sauce eggs that have existed in East Asia since forever ago. Soft or medium boiled eggs that are peeled
I like your dry autistic humor, Mr. Funny Man.
and soaked in a soy sauce based marinade, which lets the savory sauce penetrate the whites and lightly season the yolk. Believed to have first come from China, this dish is thought to be as old as soy sauce itself. In Japan, they're known as shoyu
It also
tamago
fucking
and are commonly
slaps.
enjoyed alongside bento boxes and in ramen. Korean mayak eggs and Taiwanese iron eggs have been around for centuries. These soy sauce eggs in a soy saucy bath suddenly went viral because of this creator named Courtney Cook. Her videos consist of her eating foods from other cultures and trying to make them herself. From what I've seen, she seems like a nice lady.
God, one of my favorite things is actually Korean sauna eggs. I haven't made them in so long, but like, damn, those bitches are good.
With a broad palate who appreciates the different flavors the world has to offer. Seen her eat everything from Chinese food, Mexican food, British food, Southern food, and Korean food. Hey, seeing someone pronounce tteokbokki in a
Oh, those A's are so good. Dude, they slap so hard. The fuck does detoxing mean? So people think that the liver doesn't work and that you need to drink juices or do juice cleanse or like detox your body to pull out all that like gross toxic sludge and impurities. Because even though we have like an organ dedicated to detoxing you, like apparently it's not good enough.
Southern accent is a delightful crossover I never thought I'd get to see.
Sometimes life gives you double onion cups and you just put your tteokbokki on there and enjoy it.
Courtney Cook never claims to have invented the recipes she tries, and she'll do her best to credit the culture it comes from whenever possible. Her most viral moment is when she started chowing down on some mayak eggs, green onions, fried onions, and garlicky marinade, all in one sitting.
I like all different kinds of mayo, but you do need the Japanese mayo for this.
Just call it what it's called. Oh my god!
Alright, no doubt this lunch was bussin', but all those
Does he know that this is fetish content?
hot aromatics brewing inside your mouth before class, you might want to wear a gas mask before you start teaching, otherwise you're gonna melt your students' faces off. Her soy sauce egg video did numbers on TikTok, and videos started popping up.
People think the kidneys can't dilute and clean, and your liver doesn't function, so people take up random stuff to make you pass that will get rid of toxic substances in your body. Feeder content. Ugh.
Of people recreating this recipe, naming it Courtney Cook eggs, or trying the viral Courtney Cook soy sauce eggs. This got a lot of side-eye from the Asian community who were wondering, why do the foods we eat on a regular basis suddenly become huge trends after a white influencer starts eating them?
Guys, I found Courtney Cook's marinated eggs inside H Mart.
Oh my god!
Calling it seasoned eggs. It's supposed to be Courtney Cook's eggs.
This is exactly what the H Mart girl meant by side-eyeing white people. What do you mean you're chronically online, so now you're making soy marinated eggs? As if, like, soy sauce and eggs is such a crazy combination to them. And then they're not even giving credit to, like, Asian people.
Okay, in my defense, I thought she was doing like a bit. I thought it was satire for that first video. That was fucking crazy.
They're giving credit to Courtney Cook, which I love Courtney Cook. Like, I always watch her videos, but just calling it her food with the caption saying to Courtney Cook, "Thank you for sharing your delicious food with us."
Oh my god.
Oh my god. And then you got this lady calling it a weird
Okay, but I'm still on the fence. It does seem like a satire.
food taste test. As if Asian food is weird.
Ooh, eggs marinated in sauce. So weird.
So fucking delicious too.
Is it weird though? Is it the fact that it uses soy sauce that makes it crazy and exotic? Or is it the fact that it's soaked in liquid? If that's the case, this is no weirder than egg salad or putting your SpaghettiOs and hot dogs into a Jell-O mold.
Ew!
This looks like it's gonna start barking at me. Okay, well, how
She just want to try new food on her own way. And idiot people think it's new kind of food. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I'm supposed to know these soy sauce eggs are Asian. I saw them from Courtney Cook. Well, a good context clue would probably be the most Asian sauce you can think of being the main ingredient. Okay, well, I wouldn't have even tried this weird food taste test if Courtney Cook didn't make them go viral first. Okay, that's fair. If you grew up never eating anything other than boiled recipes, fast food down the block, and aren't interested in trying different cuisines from around the world, it's possible a Courtney Cook video was the first time you've ever seen this dish, which is fine. Some people seem to think Courtney was trying to make these eggs her thing, but from what I've seen, she's done her best to give credit where it's due. When you go viral for making something, it's literally impossible to keep tabs on everyone to make sure everything they're doing or saying is correct. You expect her to do all that with all those kids in her class? She is busy enough teaching them while trying not to burn off all their nose hairs with her hot egg breath. It's not Courtney Cook herself people have a problem with. She's generally well liked because of how she appreciates other cultures without claiming them as her own. It's more so the trend of 1,000 Asian creators will cook the most mouth-watering, delicious, eye-catching, Studio Ghibli type of food you've
Oh my god.
seen. Crickets. Crickets. A white creator does it once. Amazing. Show-stopping. Bravo! This is a very nuanced topic with a lot of differing opinions. Even I can't cover everything in one video. It always depends on the specific situation, where you gotta look at the full picture and the context clues. Is this person actually trying to claim they invented a new dish after stealing it from another culture? Are they rage baiting to get views by calling age-old recipes weird food taste tests? Or is it just a random person with no following?
Like that video we randomly scrolled upon, like when I was watching TikTok on stream there for a bit, it was like they put ramen on their Blackstone.
Using the only source of cultural variation in their life, trying out a new trend. Maybe they don't deserve all this smoke, and this energy can be redirected somewhere else. Sometimes you just know, with just a glance, that this person does not know any better. Like, this is definitely their first time trying anything with flavor. It's cool to enjoy foods from other cultures without being an expert in centuries of lore about where it originated from. No one's asking you to post soy sauce eggs' entire backstory the first time you eat them. We ain't reading all that. Maybe just do a quick Google search the next time you decide to expose yourself to strangers online who never asked to see.
She's just more popular than other creators, so she gets more views. I don't know about that. No, it's a common thing that happens. It's not always just a race thing, but it's just like one of those things in general where like what ends up happening a lot of the times is that the original creator of whatever trend or video or like whatever will post a video, will post a skit, will post a thing, and then someone else will do it, even if they're lower view count, lower whatever, and they'll go viral for it without crediting the original person that it's from. So like that's just a social media issue as a whole. I don't know how much you can attribute of it to race specifically, but what he's saying is that it sucks that like some other, like a white creator is getting so much credit and so many views for trying something so basic, while these other Asian creators are like putting out these like mouthwatering, like beautiful, like amazing dishes, and they're not getting as much attention as the white creator. It's not so much being like, y'all are racist or like y'all are this or that. He's just saying like, it sucks to see that this is what's going viral, not the stuff that like people are actually putting out there.
Foods they've been eating for decades turn into the viral eggies and an Asian onion bath trend. You can also eat things peacefully in your own home without filming yourself. Remember when we used to do that? Look, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Not everyone.
But I added black pepper to the recipe. Now it's a spicy variant. God, that shit happens so much too. I'm making a spicy tuna roll, and it's cooked tuna with black pepper.
Every time they make a silly little TikTok acting like a fool. Someone eats Peking duck for the first time and decides to call it "Come with me" to try the viral ducks in a blanket. Whatever, no skin off my back. The version they're making probably isn't even as good. Canned duck on some Wonder Bread. I don't know. Hey, learning new things is good. We can all afford to learn more. I'd be dumb more often than I'd like to admit. But listen, expecting every random person on the internet you'll never see in real life to be educated on every single topic, you have more chances at winning the lottery. There's a whole genre of content where people will eat foods from different cultures and then give the craziest cocomelon reactions to farm views. Sure, there's a lot of weird foods out in the world. So many things that I wouldn't even eat as an Asian person. What the hell?
Then there's even like, again, I don't think he's aware of feeder content.
Well, one of the reasons why this topic of rebranding foods into quirky new trends got everyone so heated is because a lot of us went through experiences like this. We're just trying to buy groceries for dinner when all of a sudden we hear someone in the next aisle making a weird food scavenger hunt TikTok in the Vietnamese grocery store in Vietnam.
Strange things we found in the Vietnamese grocery store.
Oh god, this bitch. I love the videos of people making fun of her though, and like going to Walmart and being like, weird things I found in the American grocery store. Applesauce. Ew. Like, I love the videos making fun of her at Asian or American grocery stores so fucking much. It's like my favorite fucking thing. Because people don't get the joke and they get so heated in the comments. They're like, applesauce is literally just pureed apples. You guys eat beans. Like, it was a British person that was doing it. They're like, you eat beans on toast. Chocolate milk. Ew.
Yogurt water. Ew. Shrimp chips. Chicken.
I fucking love shrimp chips. I can't eat a ton of them because like, there's something about the texture that like, I like the flavor. I like the texture, but there's something about like, I guess like the mouthfeel.
Doing all this while being a travel influencer who can only make a living by relying on other parts of the world being culturally rich is crazy. There are plenty of things that happen on the internet that aren't always that deep, but sometimes it is. Put a finger down if you ever got to experience bringing your ethnic lunches to school, having all the other kids call it
yeah,
stinky
that
and
too.
weird, going home and telling your parents to never make this type of food for you ever again. Would you?
There is a Reddit story about a mom that like there's two ones specifically like this, and funnily enough, one is an American mom that sent their kid with American food. That's about like schools and lunches and stuff like just controlling what kids eat, period. But like there was a kid that like the mom was really struggling with the school because the students weren't complaining, but the teacher was. The teacher was sending notes home saying that they couldn't like bring this food in. And I think it might have been like Korean. So it might have been like kimchi and stuff like that. And then the other story, it's not cultural, but it's still like schools forcing their quote unquote beliefs onto others. There was a mom that would pack her kid literally just like a little snack that was either sweet or like savory of like either a couple Oreo cookies or like unhealthy food, but in small portions. And like every time the kid was coming home, like those things weren't being eaten or they were gone. And the kid told the mom like, my teacher won't let me have it. And then she talked to the fucking teacher. And the teacher is like, well, he shouldn't be having stuff like that. So we got inspired by this crazy American dish and wanted to give you all the recipe. Take a few of these apples and peel them and put them into a food processor. Now sprinkle some cinnamon and now you got apple city slushy dip. You're there to teach my child how to read and count, not to raise them, so F off. Glad I was homeschooled, yeah. Bullying, oh my god. Slur, ban that man. No, this one is like, it doesn't compare, but it's still like school systems judging and putting their own like thoughts about what people should be taking to and like eating at lunch.
Still feel bad about till this day. See, I dumb.
I feel so deeply about this because it is a canon event for every single Asian American person or an Asian person just growing up in the Western side of the world for us to bring food for lunch and be bullied for it. It is so infuriating to see this hesitancy or sometimes downright racism towards Asian food, but then all of a sudden it's reframed by a white influencer, and then y'all decide, wait, this is good.
It's not that deep isn't the best defense if you didn't go through this experience yourself. And now, these former shit talkers are making content.
I unironically did go through this experience myself a couple of times. I used to bring Asian food to school for lunch that I made myself. And I did 100% have a couple of moments where people, dude, you wanna know what's sad? The teacher said we could bring food or bring snacks to eat. And like, I was almost always given the last fucking lunch period and I would starve. Like by 11 a.m. I was starving because I didn't eat breakfast. And if I did eat breakfast, I would still be starving by like noon. And so going to lunch at 1:30 was so ass. And so like, I started bringing like little things in, and because like my parents didn't have a lot of money, like I would make stuff. And so I brought in literally just ramen. Literally ramen. And I got so much shit for it by the teacher. And then of course the students. And I was like, what the fuck? It's just ramen. I didn't get it to the degree that a lot of these people did because like I was eating like more basic Asian stuff because like autistic kid. But I'm not saying my experience is exactly the same because obviously like these kids went through it constantly and got bullied because of it. Whereas I had like one-off instances and like people just believe me because I am me. So like there is a huge difference and race did not play a part in it for me.
About how they love the new viral Mackenzie Shalenzi Lynn's viral spicy cabbage.
Ew, what is that?
Viral spicy cabbage is crazy.
Ooh, that looks gross. Ugh. Bro, I'd never eat that. Dude, there's this new drink called matcha.
I tried kimchi and like it's the texture for me, unfortunately. I do like kimchi and I like the flavor of it, but the texture, my mouth will literally not let me eat it because like anything that's similar to like lettuce or spinach or kale or anything like that texture of like leafy greens or anything like that, unless it's like completely pureed and in a smooth sauce, I can't do it.
Dude, I love it. Yeah,
Like spaghetti sauce will get me if it's too chunky. It's just a fucking side effect of my shit. I hate it.
This place that does oxtail soup? Dude, I gotta bring you there.
Yeah, doesn't feel the greatest when you see someone who reminds you of the kids who called your lunch nasty get famous for
that's
eating
fair.
the exact same thing. Like hot pot, a Chinese way of boiling cuts of meats and fresh vegetables in a delicious
See, like I fuck with hot pot because I can literally just have meat. Meat and broth.
flavorful broth. It can be a cheap dinner for one at home, a gathering with friends, or you can do hot pot Heidi Lau style, which is my personal favorite because it's dinner and an aura farming show. Their employees are
I love
basically
aura farming.
waterbenders from Avatar, but instead of manipulating the four elements, they're bending noodles.
Like kimchi took a few times of trying to really get used to it. Yeah, I wish I could get, cause like I know I always say it wrong, but Seal doesn't sound like he's listening. He made fun of me. Gyoza. I really love it, but if it's ever undercooked or it's not cooked, like if it's not really well like steamed and it's still got some crunchy bits in it, I can't eat it. Wait, I almost went to a place that did this.
Logan is a food
I'm so sad. I almost went to a place that did like the noodles right in front of you.
content creator on TikTok with 7 million followers, mostly known for using Asian
I was gonna mention this earlier. I was gonna be like, or like the marinated cucumbers that everybody went nuts over. Dude, if you brought this shit to lunch in school, people would have bullied the shit out of you, and now they're all like, oh, I love this shit.
Eat an entire
It's gonna help me
cucumber.
lose
His
weight.
content
It's
is
gonna
very
make me
fast-paced
skinny.
and straight to the point. Anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute of him cooking something he feels like eating, and well, eating it. Water is wet. Generally an uncontroversial and respectful guy who's never claimed he invented the recipes he uses. People really enjoyed watching him make foods from different cultures, particularly
I say marinated cucumbers because I don't remember what the fuck they're actually called. I'm sorry.
the Asian ones. You could even say he exposed an entirely new audience to certain types of dishes. It wasn't until his Hot Pot collaboration that had people questioning his character. Fly By Jing
Oh,
is
no.
an Asian food company run by an Asian woman who I believe was a fan of Logan's. He's also used her products in his cooking videos before.
Some of this Szechuan oil, grated garlic, and some MSG, obviously.
So naturally, the two of them
At least he's pro MSG.
decided to collab and release a product
Oh god, have you guys heard about the MSG? The like what really happened with MSG and why everybody like quote unquote thinks MSG is bad?
called a Hot Pot Bomb, a dense block of flavor and ingredients.
Wait, H Mart still sells these too. Wait, so is the company bad? Oh no, that sucks. Wait, I hope they're not bad.
Ingredients meant to be added to boiling water, making any pot into an instant hot
Cause I thought this was so cool.
pot. You could also get a bundle that comes with a mini electric hot pot and chili oil crisps, making this collab
Yeah.
cost anywhere between
I keep seeing this promoted now too.
$25 to $75. If you grew up eating hot pot, you might already be side-eyeing the price point, but hey, that's
Yeah, the price point is a little bit crazy.
just regular markups when collabing with a big influencer.
And the gimmick of having like a hot pot bomb. Like you can get the hot pot kits now that are just like the sauce packets and then the seasoning packets. So like at least these aren't like as gimmicky. I'm curious on this
Nothing out
one.
of the ordinary here. It wasn't until his release video where he called his product the very first hot pot bomb that landed him in hot water.
Together, we made the first ever
Together?
hot pot bomb. The packaging is really cute.
Just as hot as the broth that's gonna come spilling out after adding the soup base last? That's suspicious. That's weird. A lot of
Why is he covering it with his hand? That's so...
Asian creators were quick to point out, this kind of product is nothing new. It's a regular old hot pot base, which has existed in Asian supermarkets and in Asian countries for ages, without the expensive influencer markups.
Fly By Jing and Logan, you better call your lawyers. There are people out here there, copying your first ever hot pot bombs.
Another
I do want to know one thing. Just one thing. One, has he ever been to like an Asian grocery store? Two, has he ever been to an H Mart? And three, is this video what that person made him post? Because like, if they told him, like, if you're doing a sponsored or brand collab and there's contracts involved, there is kind of an issue with like the script that they make you read, and they can also like make you say things or take things out. Like at the end of the day, you have the right to refuse, but a lot of times it's better to just like do it and get it over with. So I do wonder if that bitch just lied to him.
complaint is that Logan, a white guy, was the face of the product, and with the specific wording the collab used, it sounded like he was implying this is a new revolutionary product.
Yeah, I do want to see, hang on.
Together we made the first ever hot pot bomb. The packaging is really cute.
Yeah, no, there's no denying that wording. There's absolutely, because I was like, maybe he said like our first ever hot pot bomb, but like there's no denying that wording at all.
Of the product, and with the specific wording the collab used, it sounded like he was implying this is a new revolutionary product they just came up with, when all you have to do is walk down Chinatown to see hot pot bombs everywhere. Come with me to try the viral Chinese grocery.
I like him making his freaking image like walk the hood.
Feels like this is a marketing situation gone wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking, is it's more like a terrible marketing situation.
Like an intern forgot to proofread the script before sending it to Logan. I don't think he was trying to take credit as the inventor of
Okay, so I'm not completely off base for my theory.
Fly by Jing is the first to come up with the label hot pot bomb, so very unfortunate choice of words. That being said, many came out to the collab's defense. Some pointed out that Fly by Jing is still a great Asian woman-led brand worth supporting. Others looked at Logan's overall content and gave him the benefit of the doubt that his collaboration was intended to be cultural appreciation, not.
Is it gonna get worse? Because like, I mean, honestly, one little thing I could also probably let slide. Just one thing like that I could let slide, depending on like how those creators present themselves usually.
Not appropriation. On paper, this collab does sound promising, assuming the market they're targeting is people who are new to hot pot or just recently discovered different types of Asian cuisines because of Logan. If you're already a premium tier member at Haidi Lao, probably not for you. In the end, Logan posted a formal apology. The product was discontinued.
Fly by Jing and I co-launched a product yesterday with misleading promotional wording. Hot pot cubes have existed for a long time, and referring to the product as the first failed to acknowledge the cultural history behind it. I wanted to partner with Fly by Jing because Jing built a company rooted in her Chengdu background, and these hot pot bombs were developed by her and her team to reflect real Sichuan? I'm really bad at this.
Hot pot bomb you can get by Fly by Jing is called a regular hot pot base and costs a much more reasonable $23. Don't think we're getting rid of racism anytime soon, but there is a world out there where we can all appreciate each other despite our differences. Just hope we don't end up in the evil timeline where Pani Puri gets rebranded into extra spicy water balls and guashas are now facelift crystals. Hey.
At least a lot of the American influencers still say guasha. I think they do say it raw most of the time though.
How about we all try eating
I might have just said it wrong too.
Video. You guys go out and try some century egg congee. I'll try brothy rice.
Brothy rice.
To respond to that with a yes, Dad, we will. Have a good day.
No, you gotta do it the American way. Yes, Daddy.
Try not to be dumb and see the next one.
I was expecting this video to be like,
you know, I used to be a proud feminist.
No, not the feminist. Oh God, please help. No. Don't take away my porn! My porn! Anyway.